I hope all is fine with you all. Here you will find the latest Duggar news. Prior to this, the Duggar family was one of TLC's. Jim Bob Duggar, the patriarch of one of the most well-known reality TV families, has suffered a startling health crisis. Jim Bob was taken to the hospital immediately after suffering a heart attack 2 days ago. This revelation has shocked the family as well as their supporters and lovers. Following the rapid global success of an Instagram photo of Jim Bob in a hospital bed, fans from all over the world responded with kind words and prayers. Although they have cautioned that he won't feel better immediately, the physicians have reassured the family that they shouldn't worry just yet. Insiders claim that Jim Bob's wife Michelle and their many kids are emotionally and psychologically overwhelmed by the idea of leaving the man who has long been the center of their close-knit, if often turbulent, family. According to people close to the Duggar family, Jim Bob Duggar started having sudden, severe chest pain 2 nights ago when he was at home in Arkansas. The 59-year-old patriarch reportedly struggled to breathe and blacked out as the pain worsened as he was at a peaceful family reunion. Family members who were surprised acted quickly. Michelle and a few of the older kids pleaded for help shortly after they got there. In just a few minutes, paramedics arrived at the Duggar residence and took Jim Bob to a nearby hospital. According to those with knowledge of the matter, medical experts determined that the incident was a heart attack. According to early reports, medical personnel rushed him to an emergency room to try to restore his cardiac function. The Duggar family had intense anxiety and sadness in the days leading up to his hospitalization. He was grabbing his chest and holding his breath, a source said. Michelle tried her hardest to reassure the kids, but they were all too scared to talk. Jim Bob's relatives and friends had already heard that he had been admitted before he had even reached the hospital. A picture of Jim Bob encircled by medical equipment, including monitors, 4 lines, and a hospital bed, appeared online a few hours later. Users swiftly confirmed the photo's legitimacy after it went popular on Instagram accounts that cover the Duggar family. Many of the family's devoted followers and lovers posted their heartfelt condolences and messages of support in the comments area. Jim Bob, I'm praying for you. One supporter commented, "You can be confident that God has always been with you and your loved ones." Another person said, "May you stay strong, Duggar family. Your influence has touched so many people. The goal we all have is healing." The next day, Jim Bob's family released the first public statement on behalf of the medical professionals who had been treating him. They stressed that no one should panic right away, even though they acknowledged that the heart attack was serious. "Honorable Sir, according to one doctor, Duggar is doing well and reacting to his meds. Although his recuperation will take time, positive indications have surfaced." While doctors tried to allay public fears, the Duggar family remained apprehensive and scared inside the hospital. Some who spotted Michelle Duggar in the hospital hallway said she seemed clearly upset. She has been at Jim Bob's side over their decades-long marriage, several pregnancies, and public scandals. One insider said, "Michelle has been crying a lot. For the benefit of the kids, she is trying to be strong despite her anxiety." The Duggar youngsters hurried to the hospital after learning the news. Many of them have grown up and started their own families. Considering all else they've experienced as a family, this feels out of the ordinary. Their father serves as an anchor for them. Family members arrived at the scene in waves, standing at their father's side and supporting their mother. First John David, then Johannah, and lastly Jessa. Everyone, especially those who had broken off ties with the family's inner circle, was shaken by the news, according to reports. And source said the kids were crying and hugging each other. It was a sobering reminder of how fragile life is. Regardless of their existing situation, Jim Bob's recovery was all that mattered to the family. The picture of Jim Bob in the hospital was used by both proponents and opponents of his claims. Make the bed the main attraction. Following its posting, the image swiftly gained popularity with hashtags like The audience shared the hashtags #DuggarStrong and #PraiseForJimBob on social media. Many Instagram postings featured Bible passages, prayers, and heartwarming stories from admirers who wished to spread the Duggars' example. One supporter said, "You have taught us so much about faith and family. Jim Bob, you have our prayers and our emotions as you ask God to heal you." The popularity of the photo has spurred discussions on the family's complicated public past. While some people were completely in favor, others said that it was a horrible idea to broadcast such a private occasion live. However, most commenters felt sorry for the man who had turned his home into a reality TV business. Jim Bob was reassured by anonymous medical experts that heart attacks are common, serious, and usually curable quickly at his age. According to one cardiologist, it's critical to start the patient on treatment as soon as feasible. It was fortunate that Mr. Duggar's family responded so quickly. The experts say rest alone won't be enough to help him recover. He will also need to make significant changes to his lifestyle. Jim Bob has to relax. That much is evident. Being a politician, a TV celebrity, and the father of 19 children is no picnic for him. He was counseled by another specialist to put his health first in a way he had never done before. This entails lowering stress, getting regular exercise, and maintaining a healthy diet. Just getting through the heart attack isn't good enough. Your top priority should be to stop the next one. Even while Michelle Duggar has long been the family's leader, the current circumstance has brought attention to her new job as caregiver. Witnesses said that she never left Jim Bob's side, whether it was to grasp his hand, say a prayer out loud, or provide consoling words. According to one medical expert, Michelle has been a rock despite the pain seen in her eyes. She hardly ever leaves his side, save for short breaks that her doctors recommend. Michelle has been very reliant on her elder children for help, according to her family. Given that many of the children are now adults with their own families, the Duggar siblings' continued closeness has been both necessary and comforting during this time. While some have found the Duggar children's unity at the hospital heartbreaking, others have found it inspiring. Siblings have often taken turns sitting near their father's bed in the waiting area because of their large family. They had been reading the Bible together, singing low-pitched tunes, and praying, someone said. They seem to be putting up a religious wall around their father. A number of the kids have taken the initiative to update other family members and speak with their doctors. One insider said that the issue has demanded everyone's attention. Everyone helps out, whether it's taking calls, cooking Michelle's meals, or just being there for her emotionally. Outside the medical institution, supporters have come together in a variety of ways, such as prayer chains, online support groups, and even smaller get-togethers at nearby churches. Duggar fan pages posted live prayer sessions on Facebook. Videos uploaded to TikTok by supporters soon received thousands of views. Despite their infamous unpopularity, the Duggar supporters came together in support of them. Many people felt a sense of kinship when they heard of Jim Bob's hospitalization, since the family has been so forthcoming about sharing their lives on television. "We feel like we know them," observed one of their supporters. "We see them develop. It is our earnest wish that Jim Bob is currently doing well." In spite of all the help they have gotten, the Duggars have been able to attract public notice. Due to the family's lengthy history of scandals, which included both public and internal conflicts, issues concerning their legacy surfaced while they were in the hospital. Most people believe that this is a done deal, but according to one reporter, no matter what you think about the Duggars, this is a true story. For a parent with 19 children, it was nearly lethal. His loved ones are suffering and need your help. Recent reports indicate that Jim Bob's condition is stable and that doctors are closely monitoring him. The doctors have not yet said when he can go, saying he needs to focus on rest and recuperation. On the other hand, the Duggar family is getting ready for what might be a protracted recuperation process. Insiders claim that the siblings are already planning how to make their father feel less stressed when he returns home. Many have recommended that Michelle's offspring and grandchildren take turns visiting him. She would have time to heal emotionally as well. The Duggar family's top priorities for the time being are still faith, family, and hope. "We believe that God has a plan," a family member stated. "This is difficult, but as a team, we are sure we can get through it." Jim Bob Duggar was admitted to the hospital for reasons more than just his health. It is an important turning point for a well-known American reality TV family. Due to the fact that it made its followers realize how fragile life is, many prayers have been answered and discussions in favor of kindness have been momentarily put on hold. Standing steadfast as the patriarch recovers is the greatest test the Duggar family has ever faced, and millions of people are watching in to see how they do it. One thing is certain, even though the next chapter has not yet been written, this predicament has revealed Jim Bob Duggar's humanity to both family and fans. Jim Bob Duggar has been in the hospital for the last 3 days. Even after the immediate shock of his heart attack has passed, his loved ones and the millions of followers who have followed the Duggars for almost 20 years are still in disbelief over the tragedy. Doctors say Jim Bob's status is still stable, but there are a lot of unknowns and obstacles on his way of getting better. The hospital vigil has challenged Michelle Duggars and her kids' unshakable faith. Reporters throughout the world are anxiously awaiting information and posting their thoughts, prayers, and hopeful comments on social media. The family is surrounded by a strong yet vulnerable atmosphere.